I can't believe it took this long for this uniform to come out of the closet. It's a great looking uniform. I mean, it is what it is. I guess with the white helmets, it became secondary, but it is a good looking uniform. This is the Locked On Ole Miss podcast.
You are Locked On Ole Miss, your daily podcast on the Ole Miss Rebels, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hey, welcome to this extra uniform edition of the Locked On Ole Miss podcast. I'm your host, Stephen Willis. As you can see below, our special guest analyst this weekend will be John Avery in the postgame. He had a fantastic interview. If you want to go back and look at it on the site, it's like 30 minutes long. Really, really good. Tune in for that. Anyway, they're wearing a powder jersey, powder helmet, and white pants this week. And this is game 9, and this is the first time this combo has really come out, which is kind of interesting. I guess it was with the new hotness being given by the white helmets and the different varieties that they wore that this combo kind of got put on the back burner a little bit. Now, we're going to get into and show you exactly what it looks like because, like I said, it's a fantastic uniform and Ole Miss should be very happy to wear it. But where does Ole Miss go from here? Now, there's two jerseys, OG and the navy and the gray pants. Two of the traditional uniforms for Ole Miss that are still available to be worn. And what are they going to wear on the road? Now, we all know that Lane Kiffin does not like, for whatever reason, wearing the gray pants. But now it's at the point where you've kind of extinguished every combination that can be worn with the white helmet and the white pants. So that'll be really interesting to see. We're going to talk a little bit. Today's episode is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. That's right, Underdog Fantasy. Basically, it provides a way for you to entertain yourself during the week and during the game. It adds spice to the college football season. It's really easy to get started. Now, I'm going to put this up because this is really cool. This is my higher or lower pick'em sheet that I submitted this week. So basically what you do, create a program or profile just like I did, right? And identify the players that you want to pick. Now, what I did, as you can see, I think Raheem Sanders is going to go over 102.5. I think Bijan Robinson in Texas is going to go over 122.5. Josh Williams is going to go over 62.5. Quinn Ewers is going to throw the ball well, 265.5, higher than that. And I think Jaden Daniels is going to be lower than 271.5 yards. That's how it is. It's that easy to do. It's available in over 30 states. Just pick between 2 and 5 players across any teams, just like this. And decide if they'll finish higher or lower. So one of the easiest fantasy games to play out there, and you can win cold hard cash in a single game. Oh, did I not say that before? Well, you can. You sign up with promo code Locked On. That's one word. You can see it up in the corner of the screen. And Underdog will double your first deposit of up to $100. That's right. Deposit $100, get $100 free. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com or find the Underdog Fantasy app, which is what I use, in the Google Store and the App Store. That's Underdog Fantasy. Promo code Locked On. That's one word. Get in on the fantasy football college pick'em today. All right. Also, I want to let you know today's show is brought to you by Nugenix. Do you remember when winning was easy? It just felt easy. Whenever you were younger, you had so much energy. That's because when you were younger, you were at the peak of your testosterone production. What some have called the winner's hormone or the man hormone. Wouldn't it be nice to get that winner's edge again and get that old swagger back in your step? Want more energy to counter the negative physical effects of aging? Nugenix Total T Testosterone Booster with Testofen will help you turn back the clock, re-energize your workouts, and get better results in the gym to help you look and feel like the man that you really want to be. While every product professes quality, many other products use generic ingredients that are often far less than clinical grade. With Nugenix Total T, you get the same clinical potency levels used in the trials. The Nugenix formulation is backed by 10 years of science and research. Nugenix Total T is the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, and it can help re-energize your life and help you get back the powerful, confident, good-looking warrior you used to be. So now get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T when you text college to 231231. Again, text now and get a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, the most powerful fat incinerator ever, with ingredients to help you get your shape back fast and absolutely free. Text college to 231231. Again, that's college to 231231. Texting enrolls you in the reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply. So that is really cool about that. So we're talking about the uniform reveal this week. Powder helmet, powder jersey, white pants. It might be the last white pants that Ole Miss has on their repertoire, because they're doing this thing where they wear a different uniform each time. And they're just about done with the white pants. So it's basically all the gray pants from here on out if they want to continue doing this. They've got the uniforms. You've got the navy and navy tops that you can wear with the gray pants. You've got the road jersey with the gray pants with both powder helmets and navy helmets. So that's on two ways. And you have navy gray. All of that can be worn going forward. And if you have a game against Arkansas, a game against Mississippi State, even an SEC championship game, if that happens, you still have it together for the bowl game. So that is pretty cool. Anyway, let's look at the uniform this week. And let me change that real quick. Uniform this week, what's going on, and we'll talk about it when we come back. Stick around.
But I don't reciprocate. 51 division, stay patrolling when it's late. All the dogs eating off a baccarat plate. See Drake and they underestimate. Take it from a vet, that's a rookie mistake. Hey.
Powder white. That uniform that started against Florida in the COVID year comes out of the closet. It's a good looking uniform. It really is. But the Rebels and the powder helmets, the powder jerseys, and the white pants should be really good. We talked about a bunch of good stuff. Everybody that's going to the game this weekend, be safe. And, of course, John Avery will be the special guest analyst after the Alabama game, unless the technical glitches get us. But he's supposed to be the guest analyst after the game. It should be a really good, clean uniform. You go into this big game where all these recruits are in the stadium. So much is going to be made about them. And because of that, you're going to have the ability to put your best foot forward. It's a situation where at kickoff, you don't know if you're going to be there. But if Arkansas beats LSU, all of a sudden everything that you hope for this game would be available to you. It's November 12th that Ole Miss is playing a game that is this consequential. And as long as Ole Miss doesn't lose again, every game will be this consequential moving forward. So it should be really good. Anyway, thanks for making the Locked On Ole Miss podcast your first listen every day. For your second listen today, check out Locked On Sports Today. From the games that matter the most to the biggest stories in sports, go beyond the scoreboard and behind the scenes with local experts and insights only Locked On can provide. It's Locked On Sports Today, available on this app, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcast. If you're going to the game, we have stuff all the time. Just binge the podcast, tell a friend. Anyway, be safe heading up to Oxford. Should be about 200,000 people in that town this weekend. Should be absolutely huge. It's going to be a massive weekend. So thank you guys very much, and we will see you next time. Peace.